Riddle me this. If a hacker gets into your phone and uncovers personal information of yours, whether it be your social security number, your address, your search history on Pornhub that you didn't want your wife to know about, or the wife you didn't want your secret girlfriend to know about, whose fault is it for those things leaking? The fault of the hacker who is deliberately breaking the law by searching through your personal stuff, or your fault for allowing that stuff to exist? Hey everyone, and welcome back. So today we are discussing the scuffle between Bella Thorne and Whoopi Goldberg. So as always, we got a story for context. So our story starts with Bella Thorne, an actress and singer, taking some pictures of herself that were meant for her eyes and her lover's eyes only. Despite who these pictures were meant for, some hacker decided to get into her phone, take them, and then demand that she pay money else he leak them. So after dealing with all the threats from this anonymous cum stain, she decided, hey, I'll beat him to the punch and release the pictures myself. So up onto Twitter go a few pictures of her tits and this statement. Yesterday, as you all know, all my shit was hacked. For the last 24 hours, I've been threatened with my own nudes. I feel gross, I feel watched, I feel someone has taken something from me that I only wanted one special person to see. He has sent me multiple nude photos of other celebs. He won't stop with me or them. He will just keep going. For too long, I let a man take advantage of me over and over, and I'm fucking sick of it. I'm putting this out because it's my decision. Now you don't get to take yet another thing from me. I can sleep better tonight knowing I took my power back. You can't control my life. You never will. Here's the photos he's been threatening me with. In other words, here's my boobies. So here, fuck you, and the last 24 hours I've been crying instead of celebrating my book while doing my book press. Oh yeah, the FBI will be at your house shortly, so watch your motherfucking back. So there. She took the power away from a hacker, he no longer has leverage over her, and all is good in the hood. At least until that angry old man that played the nun on Sister Act decided to go on a rant saying it was Bella's fault during her segment on The View. You know, that completely unbiased show that everyone loves, right? Anyway, let's take a look at that clip.
Listen, if you're famous, I don't care how old you are, you don't take nude pictures of yourself.
Why the hell not? Due to her profession, she and her lover ain't gonna be together all the time, and people have certain needs that need to be met. What the hell is wrong with her taking some pictures of herself for that person to satisfy those needs? Being famous shouldn't dictate what you can or cannot do in your personal time. There's so much wrong with that line of thinking that I'm trying to resist going on a long-ass rant about it at the moment, but let's continue.
You only want to share with one person.
But she should, listen, when they're hacking you, they're hacking all of your stuff. So whether it's one picture or a million pictures, once you take that picture, it goes into the cloud and it's available to any hacker who wants it. And if you don't know that in 2019, that this is an issue, I'm sorry, your age does not, you don't get to do that.
Are there precautions that she could have taken to help protect her shit from being hacked? Well, maybe, but until Virtual Shield starts sponsoring my videos, I ain't gonna answer that question. But jokes aside, that's not the fucking issue, you dumb old bat. The hacker shouldn't have been hacking her phone to fucking begin with. It's Bella's personal property. The fact that she's a celebrity doesn't exempt her from basic private property rights, nor does the fact that she was using an electronic device to take the damn pictures. She and every other celebrity on the planet should be able to take nude photos of themselves if they want without fearing that some fuck-up is gonna hack them and extort them for money. And precautions or not, it doesn't make it her fault in any way, shape, or form. Why is it that our society is incapable of holding people accountable for their own actions and have to find somebody else to blame?
But you cannot be surprised that someone has hacked you, especially if you have stuff on your phone. That's why they're hacking.
But they have a right to privacy.
So yeah, because it happened before and because it's the current year, Bella should just never have taken nudes of herself on a private device that is supposed to remain private. Anyway, Bella released several Instagram stories where she gives a message to Whoopi.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to say that I feel pretty disgusting, I feel pretty disgusting, Whoopi, knowing everyone's seen, my shit, and I just want to say that me watching this interview made me feel really bad about myself, and I hope you're happy, I really do, I really hope you're so fucking happy, because I can only imagine all of the kids who have their shit released, and then they commit suicide, and, you're so crazy for thinking such terrible things on such an awful situation. I don't really want to go on The View anymore because I don't really want to be beaten down by a bunch of older women for my body and my sexuality. I don't really feel like that. And so I'm going to cancel my interview because I don't really want you guys talking about your views to young girls because I would not want my daughter to learn that, and I would never say that to her. Okay, I'm done. Shame on you, Whoopi. Shame on you. And shame on you for putting that public opinion just out there like that for every young girl to think that they're disgusting for even taking a photo like that. Shame on saying if you take a sexy photo, then it basically deserves to get leaked. Like, don't be surprised at all and don't feel sorry for yourself. So if I go out to a party drinking and I want to dance on the dance floor, do I deserve to be raped too? Because to me, I see those two things as really fucking similar, okay?
Now, that last analogy did make me think, though, what would the reaction be if a celebrity got raped because they were walking down a dark alleyway and some talking head in the news media said it was the victim's fault for walking down said dark alleyway? There would be an uproar that could be heard from the heavens. Speaking of which, you remember Brett Kavanaugh, the SCOTUS nominee that was defamed by, I think, 3 false sexual assault allegations? What did The View have to say about those women?
It's touching how he stands behind anybody who's been accused of sexual assault. They don't come out because of people like you.
Yeah.
Now, if you sort of balance and look at what a real smear looks like, look at how folks have been talking about these women.
Yeah.
Look at that. You want to talk about a smear?
Yeah.
How they've been that's a smear. So I think one of the things, you know, that would be good is if everybody just took a beat. People who are saying this happened to me, you got to listen.
These white men, old, by the way, are not protecting women. They're protecting a man who is probably guilty.
So old white men in Congress that dared doubt allegations that were fishy from the get-go were not defending women, but you guys are sitting here shaming Bella for having taken the pictures to begin with just because they got hacked? What the fuck is wrong with you women? Now, I've disliked The View for a very long time for reasons I don't care to list right now, but this event just takes the cake. This is one of those situations where victim blaming is an actual issue. Hell, I remember back in 2007 when Vanessa Hudgens had her nudes leaked. She was required to apologize for having taken the photos to begin with. Why does she have to apologize for taking photos just because some asshole in a basement somewhere decided to steal them from her? Society seems to have this idea that using electronics in your sex life is wrong and you deserve whatever happens because it's the current year and it's happened to other people. That's as dumb as saying, well, you shouldn't get a car because someone may break into your garage and steal the car, and then blaming the owner for the fact that the car was stolen due to the fact that the person bought the car in the first place. Now, like I said earlier, being a celebrity does not mean that someone should have to abstain from the fun of sending sexy pictures to their lover just because there's a risk of getting hacked. Even though most of us don't realize it or think about it, celebrities are people just like you and me. They have families, they have friends, they have lovers. They should be able to enjoy their personal lives without having to worry about some asshole ruining it for them, and apparently boomers like Whoopi don't understand that. So to anybody that's inevitably gonna think like the women on The View and claim that this is Bella's fault for taking the pictures to start with, let me ask you this. Why is having a nude photo hack the fault of the person that took the photo, but if someone's identity is stolen, it's not the fault of the person who got stolen from? I seriously don't get the logic behind that, and I'm genuinely curious. Anyway, that is going to do it for this video. If you liked what I had to say, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so that I eventually get famous enough that my own nudes get leaked, and people can blame it on me for taking them in the first place. You can follow me on Twitter at hey_dude77. BitChute channel is the same handle, and until next time, catch y'all later.